This is where your story begins. I'm sorry I won't be there to see it, but I don't want you to be sad that I'm gone. I want you to be amazed that any of us ever had a chance to be here at all. Good luck.
games will he end? Been told you haven't been too hydrated lately, and that's just not chill. Do you want to know how I stay hydrated throughout the day and doing casting? It's none other than BioSteel. BioSteel comes in this nice recyclable container, comes in a bunch of different flavors. I'm drinking pink lemonade right now. It's delicious. So what are you doing? Stop being dehydrated. Go to BioSteel, get you some BioSteel, use code FoxtrotGG at your checkout, and you get a discount. Buy BioSteel, and do better. Stay hydrated.
Welcome back to Foxtrot.
Acting he doesn't even know, but surprise, down 2, the spray transfer to the 3rd. Stay close here, initial shot from the player last year, good. Native damage done, no HP to his name, just one day this fight. Let's go, baby!
Learning the game. Nice. A lot of niggas tried, failed, just couldn't do it. Wait, the was
pull the trigger. Tempting's gonna boom the transfer. It's good.
We will never quit. Through the movies and music, this house is too legit. Get money, get paper.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to another Foxtrot game day. It is Thursday night, and that means it's the second match of the week for us here over at Foxtrot Region. Welcome back. Another exciting matchup on the cards tonight for two reasons. Because
how so?
Because we actually get to play this one, and it's a team that does not have a real promising record here on the season. Abominapple. They're Abominapple. 3-6 on the season here so far. So it's a roster that Foxtrot can definitely take a win off of. But the thing that's interesting here for this Abominapple roster, they have played all of their games. So it's not a situation like Foxtrot where they only have one win on the season. As we take a peek at the roster here, Useless One, Duck, JYFRL, not sure we're going to pronounce that one, Flips, and Wonton Wagon.
Wonton Wagon, that's a good one. We'll say Jiffrel for now. But of course, the Foxtrot squad, we do have Niwi, Neeks, Jesse, Adept, and Peppa Plays rocking the shades, looking good doing it. And looking to do good is the squad as they try to get another win onto the record. As you said, a team that doesn't have a great record on their standing. Even though they played every single game, this is truly the opening that the Foxtrot team can expect for.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see if Foxtrot can bring it across the line, but interestingly as well, this Abominapple team does share a little bit of the map pool with Foxtrot, and not exactly in a good way. They've played a lot of Ancient this season, 6 maps on it, 50% win rate, so 3-3 here on the season. All 3 of their wins come there on that green map that we are kind of despise over here.
Indeed. I mean, I would imagine that if that's going to be the look, and Foxtrot did do their homework, it's going to be an Ancient ban right off the break. And so that will allow for a lot more leeway to then maybe play a different map. But second coming in, they wanted to get away train first, but Ancient will come second. Now there comes a little bit more of that space. What do they want to go to? Anubis we've seen losses on, and it hasn't looked comfortable. Maybe you got to go for something different, and there is a possibility, but we will see what that will be. And looky here, we are back on Anubis once again, looking to improve on what was a really, really bad loss, that 13-3 2 games ago, which is completely abysmal. And I think that's when the role change happened. So let's see if they have improved. They've been able to practice together and try to work something out for this one.
Yeah, we'll see if they can feel a little bit more comfortable here on the server. That will be something that we're looking at. We're just seeing, hey, can these guys actually find some compelling rounds? Can they figure something out? You look down this roster here, a lot of these players' ranks are a little bit lower than you'd expect. There's a lot of level 8s in there. Not to say that the Foxtrot roster as well does not have their own share of lower ranked players, but as we take a quick peek over here, we wouldn't be able to do any of this without the support of the community. And here for the next coming while, they are still $40. Do not let this dissuade you, but this week is your last chance to pick up some Foxtrot jerseys here. $40 if you want them. Exclamation point jerseys in the chat, as well as exclamation point merch.
Get it.
Go and get yourself some merch right now as well. big shout out to BioSteel for being a main supporter here of the stream. I know a few of you guys have gone ahead and gotten yourself some BioSteel. It's a really good hydration product, trusted by athletes. Foxtrot, no artificial flavors, colors, sugar. It's built for endurance. And I know that region over here does have a little bit of BioSteel. So
I had to get a little goofy, but yeah, I'm rocking the Rocket Pop. Honestly, I say it's a really great flavor to start off with, and I've been enjoying it ever since. You know, whether on a Foxtrot game or just kind of lounging, chilling, or maybe doing some of my solo casts. You know, BioSteel has definitely been able to hydrate me really well, especially after a mild hangover. Sometimes it works too, but definitely the BioSteel working now. Thankfully, was able to use the Foxtrot GG's code. Worked pleasantly.
At 20% off if you go ahead and use code Foxtrot GGs. But in just a few minutes, we'll get you into the server, into those beautiful waters over on Anubis, and we will see if Foxtrot can find their second official win on the season here. Stick around.
ones.
Jane, not Jane? Jesse, what's the knife round call?
Go mid.
Yes, sir.
Thank you, Jesse.
If I don't listen to Jesse, then Nick can't knife me.
Okay. You just
Jaden, this isn't EU. Where are you going?
What's up?
I think
This
they have the
isn't
same
EU.
idea.
Where are you going?
Jane, your fucking camera's off-centered. It's not fit to the box.
That's fine.
Oh no, Ping's
I'm one
game
of them.
corrupted. What happened?
Oh, I'm not one of them anymore.
They're gonna give us CT, which is what we want. We want our T side second.
Wait, that's a cool ass username. I can't even lie.
What?
Duck.
Wonton wagon.
Duck.
Duck is duck to get that is crazy.
That's what I'm saying, dude. It's fucking great. It's cool. I like that.
All right.
I'm gonna flash you guys a mid. I'll get flash and drop ghoulies for one.
Am I going temple? Am I
Yeah.
doing the temple?
I gotta
Yep.
turn my volume on.
Do you want me getting kit?
Yeah, get kit smoke. I'll just get double flash here.
Heard.
Actually, no.
Yeah.
For the
Jesse,
record,
take
Ping,
that HE and HE on A.
I was fixing the gamma on my camera. Rude.
I'll remember the rule of thumb of not fighting this.
I'm flashing.
I
I'm gonna
don't
be
need
flashing
to.
over house. Just call it, guys.
One mid.
Flash.
A lot mid.
Flashing. Pop.
Out.
Door.
Smoke camera.
I'm holding your house, Jaden.
Yep.
Come back, guys. Come back. We don't need to overpeak. We have a 3v5.
You can someone come back in
Just,
case
just
it can
follow
be
the
box on me.
2-1-2s. I'm gonna go be with 8Fs.
Man, dead.
Nice.
One more.
Main, yeah.
One's
Fight
full
main,
house.
fight main.
Fighting mid with you. No, I'm not.
He
I'm
was
doing B.
Main 1
door.
HP.
He's low.
Carry you, box Nick.
Others unknown.
Yep.
What's door? What's door?
Holy fuck.
E-box.
And dude, E-box.
I'm one
I'm
HP.
CT.
There's a kit dark. My bad.
One just crossed on site, Palm.
Backside. Pillar and backside.
One's low. Kit dark.
Oh my god, I'm
Nice,
lagging.
you got him.
Nice.
You got it.
Nice,
You got
Jesse.
it. There you
Hold
go.
on, hold on.
Jesse, after you defuse, there's a kit on dark. That is completely my fault. I did my own rule of like not waiting until everybody's ready for the retake.
It's all good.
Good shit, Jesse.
Well done, Jesse.
Great recovery.
Was that you lagging or me lagging?
That was him. That was him.
Good shit.
So, by the way, Temple to fucking B Bane, USP. I tapped him in the body twice for 36 damage. AF.
Oh,
Yeah, great game.
nice. They got bomb plant. They're gonna buy here.
Yeah.
Look out.
A def, let's
Jesse, can we
I'm gonna smoke mid early and then just.
What'd you say?
aggro
play
aggro
the
you box.
camera? Jesse, let's
Yep.
double nade canal stairs, okay?
Yep.
Do yours and I'll do mine. right
Smoking
after.
this early.
One outside one deagle top
I'm
mid.
gonna
Oh, I
flash.
missed.
Ready?
I'm holding I'm holding your house, Andy. I can also flash over for you if you want.
Can you throw him
That
down?
blinded me.
Flashing. Pop.
One's back B main.
Who's in mid? There's
I,
two mid.
I have another one. I have another one. Just call it.
There's two mid. I'm not peeking it.
Yeah. Toss me one of your flash. Oh,
Yeah, I'm just.
I'm setting yucky. I'm gonna do one of the nades.
Jaden's up fucking. in
There's two
canals.
stairs, two stairs.
I think they're. Could they be in A main, Jesse?
Yeah, there's one.
Dead stairs.
Can I get B main info?
Falling off A.
Go B.
Yeah,
and
out
go
A
B.
man.
Okay. Oh.
Oh.
Hey, man.
One main. Hello?
Dead on A. Bomb or no?
Let's still be man.
No.
Unknown.
They're boosting mid. They can walk temple behind you.
They're mid.
E-box.
I'm running the street as fast as I can, Andy.
Wow.
Your mid's clear, Nick.
There's two outside.
They're
yeah.
W.
Fuck,
Try.
dude.
Was that yeah to me asking if I should get B main info? Because I asked and there was an immediate yeah, so I went for it, and they were
Thought you
on
had
me.
said, "Can I get somebody B?" I misheard you. I was like in the middle of like fight, like throwing a flash and fighting.
I'm on a double.
Yeah, can we force
would
this?
say we
Can
should-
take? Can we fight B main here?
Yep.
I'll throw
I
deep
can-
flash. I'm not gonna throw close flash. I'm gonna throw deep. Okay.
I dropped
Yep,
you
I
one, so-
I got close. I'm throwing it as we go out. I got bumped, throwing it
I'm not
again.
going through.
Close.
Flashing twice.
Good
Nice,
kill,
Jesse.
I'm behind the molly.
I'm gonna
Mollied
hold
mid.
mid.
One more.
I'm
One's in mid,
going
one's in
A,
mid.
guys. Yeah,
One more B.
that's two in mid. They
Two.
just double mollied.
One upper, one lower.
Well, I apologize, ladies and gentlemen, but four file verifications later, we are finally here into the server. And Neeks on defense here with the Deagle. Gets taken away by Duck here towards A. Foxtrot falling there in the conversion. That's kind of been something that they've... it's been a running joke in the community that... it's like that... whatever that song is. I would write songs... No, not symphonies. I don't... what is that song?
Symphony?
Yeah. We win pistols, not conversions, says One-Ton Wagon. We'll take away Jesse and Niwi in a def. Last 2 players standing here. Niwi is somewhere in camera, I believe. Just in the
young,
smoke.
wild, and free. Not much there, really. Just pretty much all pistols. Not really going to amount to anything after losing the force. It will be the second for abominapple. And it definitely gets 1 for the road, but still another one. And yeah, if you want to donate to Pink's charity so he can get a better computer, maybe he could get the verification files going. But that was
I don't know what. I think my RAM's dying. That's what I'm.
It was a rough one, ladies
I'm
and
coming to
gentlemen.
here in the last few days. But I mean, yeah, the def finding that kill on the way out wasn't anything to be upgraded there. It was just another MP9 there on the T side player. So we do still have useless 1 here with the MP9. We're going to farm up a little bit more cash. It's still all USPs here outside of a deft for the CT defense. Useless with the swing and is just going to be farming up that cash. That's exactly what you need to look for if you have that SMG on the T side. And it'll be a quick 3-1 start here for Abominapple.
The economic win definitely coming in for Abominapple, especially with those MP9s. And you do not want to allow them to get into the economy game early. You can even see Wonton Wagon already working at 9K. So a couple warning signs off of Foxtrot from that second round loss, but let's see if they could recover.
It was a pretty insane route there from useless into the site. No one could really even touch him. 92 HP, only took 8 damage for 3 kills. Just
very
farming
clean.
cash.
Yeah, very clean line. That's for sure. And he continues. 4K for him there. So the money's starting to accumulate little by little on this abominapple team. So I'm going to mix it up both ways already. The timeout. Mr. Shaquille O'Neal, welcome to the server. And Foxtrot just trying to ease the bleeding from what we started. Actually, it will be a technical as Peppa is out of the server.
Where's Peppa gone?
Peppa, come back.
And just not being able to stay connected to the server.
We always have 1 at the minimum. And then who knows where it goes from there. But he's back with his shades as well.
Yeah, that's pretty sick.
He's definitely the guy that had the cool table at school. He just gives me aura looking at him.
Not playing in them though, so I'm kind of disappointed.
Yeah, fake fraud. No, I'm kidding. But what is not fraudulent is this buy. It's going to be a full buy for Foxtrot. They're going to get themselves started, especially with Neeks getting on the op. That's been the biggest question mark for Foxtrot. It was determining whether the op should be needed or not. What do you think, Ping? Do you think they should be sticking with the op? I know that Apple has some sentiments behind it, but what about you?
I mean, I think your team definitely gets propelled into a little bit more relevance with a strong op player, but we've seen that the Foxtrot Deathball can get some work done on their T sides. But it has just been a position that's been cycled through the core of this roster. Niwi at one point was picking it up. Neeks has had his chance with it. Zaytep, not on the roster anymore, but had a stint on the op as well. It was probably the strongest opper we've had on this roster. As a depth, we'll find flips inside of water, but it might be a little too late. They're double stacked up here towards the B site. They're on the platform and E-Box, and Niwi with the big sex. Gonna get Molly back in the E-Box here.
Too. Yeah. A lot of this info in canals, and they can kind of set up this 2-prong attack. Just Niwi taking the front, and then the secondary can come right behind. But there is going to be that draw from middle a little. I think he's just lurking for the time being. Useless is pretty much useless in this round. Only 5 HP. And already the defense actually accumulating towards this B site, and it might actually work perfectly as the bomb currently in no man's land, and Foxtrot will get their second.
Site opping. Nice.
Nice, guys, good shit.
Hold on,
We
guys.
have the op.
Do we want two?
We should check. No, we just keep one, I think.
Okay.
Keep it, guys.
Do we want 2 ops on this team? I don't know, but
Definitely not.
I'll
just
able
say it
to
right
find
there.
one on the way out there with the op.
Yep. We're gonna get everyone using this op, honestly. I feel like it's just gonna be passed around this entire team. Maybe rocking it. A Def could be rocking it, but we've always said about how Def was a primary opper, but he's now rocking the rifle, and he's looking good doing it already, but off early into the round, getting caught out from the opper on abominapple towards that connector position. A sneak through, but Niwi is vigilant of that position, and so it's still a 4v4 as they try to take the mid space here.
Yep, newcomer here for Foxtrot. It's a rough start for Peppa here early, 0-5 to get this game kicked off. Will get flashed by his teammate and has to just give up mid here, Neeks. Next up to bat is Young Ginge. Will find one lurking out towards a main.
Perfect opening indeed right there. Now getting the advantage back. It's still a little bit confusing for Foxtrot. Not really getting the necessary info to really feel comfortable about which side it's going to. As we will just see the one passive lurk towards that mid space, just trying to be a nuisance, trying to make sure that the rotations are worried about it. Whereas the true hit is really going to be coming from the A site. One posted here is going to be Young Ginge himself, just Jesse, holding with the AK, playing right behind the smoke.
These 3 players for the T side are a little bit spread out here. They've now regrouped 2 players at least towards a main. One for a bit of a 2-pronged approach. As Duck.
He told his teammate to duck and he didn't, and that's what he gets.
It's a little awkward.
Should be a shoo-in now.
Useless.
Surely.
Looking to look towards camera. Neek's able to hit that one, and Duck now with the op up close. Has Peppa inside the smoke, taking some pot shots away, but Jesse as well lurking around the other side of Fishtail. Duck is not making out of here alive. Jesse will drop him. So 3-3 now. Foxtrot tied this thing back up here on the CT side. And that money well that we had here for abominapple here earlier on in the game is starting to dry up here a little bit.
Indeed. I feel like the round's now starting to come in favor of Foxtrot. They're starting to get a little bit more active and start whittling down these rifles. On top of that, they've been able to stay alive a decent amount for these past 2 rounds, so maybe starting to work up a little bit of theirs, but they're still not at the best case scenario in terms of economy.
Yeah, Peppa now finds his opening kill here. Welcome to
He's on
Foxtrot
the board.
officially for Peppa Plays.
Let's go.
Down to 4 HP though. Mid player's taking a bit of a hurting here, and Useless is looking to follow this one up. But the good news for Foxtrot is there's not much utility here for this abominapple squad to work with. They have kind of run it down. 2 players now just on 1 piece of util. Smoke goes up towards Temple. Makes his move towards.
What a mad lad. Just pushing through that canals. He wants to be a pest. He wants to make sure that abominapple has no room for comfort, and he's doing a great job doing so. But still, the task at hand for abominapple is going to be this A site. A 3-in-1 setup. Will they be ready for it? Neeks onto the op. We'll take first contact. We'll drop it. Second up, Peppa plays, but still struggling just a bit after finding his first. And now Neeks has to hold it down, but an overflick will be his demise. Will Niwi, though, be ready for this contact? But no, flips onto the trigger faster. So a 2v3, and it's a rough one here for Foxtrot.
Yeah, Useless takes another one down, and now Adept finding the trade back on Useless. It's 2 players now for abominapple inside of main.
It's got the
Smoke,
utility.
Yeah, smoke to come through. Molotov as well in the pocket. Bit of a pop flash. No player really swinging onto him, but now the flash set up for Monton Wagon will get flips out to the pillar, and this round is pretty well unwinnable at this point for Adept. Will find flips before going down to Wonton Wagon, so they immediately reclaim the lead here. And that will find a little bit more into the pockets of this T side, but that is 4 rebuys that are going to have to come through. So again, you're going to see light utility here for the T side, but the firepower should be solely in their hands as Foxtrot are forced to take a save here Potentially some upgraded pistols to come through. Peppa has a deagle.
Kind of sucks too, knowing that abominapple pretty much their economy is dried out themselves. They're going all in for this buy, but they're just going against Deagle, so it might just play into their favor. First contact coming in, and Useless just continuing his runs through the sights, and they're looking good doing it. Already a double. And the Deagles, the pistols here for Foxtrot are just going to try to find any sort of lucky shots to hit, take out more of the weapons. Peppa will find another on the Deagle, his second of the game. But it's looking rough, and it's looking like it will be closed out by abominapple. They'll be on 5 here.
Well, Foxtrot already tying their score from the last time that we saw them on Anubis with 3 rounds. I mean, it is
on the CT
side
side too.
Yeah, it's the CT side of Anubis.
I think that's your like you look forward to that. The fact that you're able to get a decent amount of rounds on the CT side. If you can get more though, I'm sure the entire chat as well as us will be proud of that. So gotta find it. Gotta find these openings too. It has not gone their way, and it would only just make their lives easier if they can find them, and that's already a great start. Niwi and pushing the pace 2 on A main. Neek's able to find 1. Now it's a 2-man advantage, and Niwi still pushing in front. He might get caught out, and he will. Uses will take care of it, but it's still an advantage for Foxtrot here with only 30 seconds off the clock.
With the early kill there towards Niwi, that's some information towards B main, but that was immediately cut off. So now Adept and Neeks have to respect the fact that these players could be in B main, but it will be Flips that finds a pick over towards the A side. Peppa's going to find a trade back. Neeks now in rotation towards the mid doors, just narrowly misses the shoulder of Useless, who's able to walk on out.
But he's spotted. He's aware. Does he know it's the op though? That's the question. Might have to dry swing this too. Utility's not looking good on their side. It's gonna have to come with this dry swing, and Neeks will be good for 1. Will it be good for 2? As there's this lurk coming right behind. It's Wonton Wagon who's gonna be creeping through the palace position. It's got 1 person to deal with here, and that's gonna be a Deft holding down the line. Not holding the right line though. Could sneak around the backside, but the Deft, he's been good with the rifle so far. 7 and 6. I can almost imagine this is a shoe-in. We'll hear that bomb plan in, and the communications coming in, everyone rotating through, and they want to play as a team. Adept will hold it down, but the headshot hits first with the AK. A lot of damage done to Wonton, though, so should be clean, but the isolated fights coming in. But either way, Peppa plays on the double. We'll secure the round here and get it back for Foxtrot.
There should not have been a world where Adept even goes down there.
Yeah.
Just a step early on the retakes. And that, I mean, that sometimes could be the difference between a clutch for that T player and a nice clean retake out of Foxtrot. So they get the round, but there's still something to look back at and say, hey, maybe we made a misstep here. Maybe there's, something more we can do to clean these up. Retakes, the CT side has been kind of dismal for Foxtrot this season. So that would be something that they can, take back to the bank, rewatch that one in the demo and see, what are the missteps that we're making here. So it is some early util dump towards B main here for Useless, who's just going to take a wander on out. Niwi's getting spotted throwing utility.
No.
This is lined up by Useless and will be good to find it. Adept does not go for the immediate trade. Is only going to find a little bit of damage there on the shoulder.
Wonton's ready.
Wonton is not ready. Wonton's looking at a different zip code. I'm not sure what. Communication probably falling a little short here for the T side as Peppa now inside of spawn has found 1, has found a second here for Peppa. Flips next up to bat here, coming out through B main. Will get smoked off straight, and Duck as well trying to make something happen here from E-Box. Peppa has found his home here towards the back of the platform, but Flips, that's a hell of a shot. Now things can slow down here a little bit. Jesse, hearing the flames, hearing the punch of the numbers, will find good damage on Duck, but Flips scares him off. Neeks the no-scope straight through the smoke, and Duck outside looking in here inside of E-Box is still a power position with the way that this bomb is planted, but that Molotov could make it a little bit difficult. Still need to put a smoke on the bomb. Don't
Oh,
let all
that's
the
it.
work be undone here, Jesse. 10-second defuse. Bullets firing all around him. Neeks misses the shot and the pistol shots, but the defuse comes through.
Nice.
Yeah, let me out, 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 let me out.
Let me out.
Nice.
Nice.
Well done, Jesse.
Good work, good work.
Let me out, says the
Let
operator.
me out.
I
But-
do as well want to do a little shout out here to Chex Mex Man, coming out here supporting a family member or a friend here on Abominapple. We'd love to see that stuff over here at Foxtrot, and that's why we run these streams. It's for everybody, everyone's friends. We try to put on the most high quality stuff that we can here, as it's a walkout towards the B site. Me with the underhand has found 1, 2, 3. Pistol comes out. Close range. Somebody hits something for Niwi, Nader, and the burst.
Oh!
Fuck it.
Nice.
Jaden!
Let's
fucking
fucking
work.
go. I'm an eco fragger, baby.
Peace.
Eco fragger indeed. He's starting to cook it up a little bit here. 11-9, and that's a little more of that spark we wanted to see on Foxtrot. It hasn't come every now and then, but now it looks like it might be able to start, as they have secured a minimum half here, tied half against Abominapple.
They're cooking something up here. Useless is still all the way back in spawn, getting ready to throw something towards mid. Neeks, an opener here. And this is a Foxtrot team that's looking a little bit more confident now, as Wonton will find Niwi. It's a 4-on-4. That's always going to favor the T players. Now Foxtrot have to play light somewhere here on the map, as Useless will rejoin the fray. Finding a little bit of a kill there towards mid on Peppa. Neeks now has to pick this one at that gap, say main, but they have Jesse out here, so Foxtrot, they're doing the most in these rotations.
This is
Kinda
super
have a good
necessary,
read on
though.
the map.
This is super necessary from Jesse. Now he can kind of hold off a lot of this section of the map. A is pretty much foregone completely. And that said, the B side will come in. A Def wants to play the numbers, though. He played this before. Didn't work out with him towards the retake, but it could work out for him in this spot. This is a really tough angle to clear.
Tough indeed.
There we go.
That's an opener. And a Def's going to readjust the positioning, but looking the wrong way. Thought they were a little bit more out than they were. Swaggin will find a headshot onto a Deft. It's now Neeks and Jesse that are going on for this rotate and retake. Jesse gets challenged here early, but Wonton, good damage. Neeks now in support with the M4. Jesse goes wide, picked up an AUG of all things. Not sure even who picked that one out initially, and it will be half tied here, 6-6. They are able to hold it down there for that retake. But I mean, for Foxtrot, that's a good showing on your CT side to even take a half tie.
Absolutely. Especially here on Anubis. It's just, I think the more rounds you can get on that CT side, the better for you. And it's going to make it way easier, especially since, like you said, if the advantages kind of go, if they go down men late earlier in the round, then it becomes more of an advantage for the T side. They can really work the map. And, you know, that's what they're going to look forward to. Let's see if they can work the map here on the second half.
See what the play is here. Similar to the Foxtrot pistol start here for CT side. They're tripled up into mid here. Duck, they'll be taking these initial challenges, and it will just be a bloodbath inside of mid. Neeks comes up and tries to get something done. Not able to. Jesse 1v4. I have seen this story before on Nuke, but this one's a little bit too tall of a task. Unless Jesse has something to say about it. Hang on a minute. 2 kills found here with the Glock. Bomb on his back as well, and it's still a decent chunk of HP here. 68 for Ginge. Just one off of that funny number. It's useless.
That's big info right there. Yeah.
Making a lot of
Big
sound.
Only question is, where's the other guy? But at least he can isolate this one. This is the one that he could truly work on so that we can start building an opening. Spots him. Now he knows where one is. Again, the question mark is, where is that other person? But Jesse might just have to be confident in knowing that what his position is the perfect position. He's going to have the other player coming from the A main position, a 1v2 for the young Ginge himself. But if you can isolate these fights early, this might be a better advantage for him in the retake. Here's one, and he's making a lot of noise. Might be a fake step, but he's going to push forward in front of it. Not able to find it. Useless will take care of it, and so the pistol round will go to abominapple.
I mean, Jesse made a round out of it. That's going to be a couple more rebuys there for the CTs than they were going to take. No armor damage on either of these two players, so they'll get that cheap upgrade to the helmet. But for everyone else, it's going to be, some SMGs. FAMAS there for flips.
What's your take on the FAMAS, Ping? I feel like a lot of people have now started
It's good.
Enjoy it.
I kind of fry on the FAMAS. I read this completely wrong as well. I don't know why they have 3 rifles. There's no util on wagon. We'll just have to see if they can hold off this SMG round. All 5 MAC-10s here for the T side. Wagon's going to take a bit of damage. Doc is close here with the MP9. Does find one, but gets traded back away. It's now just flips under pressure with that aforementioned FAMAS. Has found good damage on a deft.
Yeah. That was crazy. Honestly,
has to hold 2 angles at once. Jesse just running at him. Still able to find another kill somehow as flips. I don't know what the timing was there for Neeks to get out of main, but not quick enough. Now Peppa with one of these M4s has a player up close and personal, and it will be Jay for real. I'm gonna say that's his name. Finding one and another one here.
That was a bit wonky right there. Just entirely as a whole, from the entry into the A side to the retake defense, it just did not look comfortable whatsoever. And they just were in a scramble mode all over the place. I'm surprised that the kills didn't come much more easier, but now comes the recovery. I mean, they did get a bomb plant down, but the economy is not really telling them to go for it unless they're feeling ballsy to do so, but I wouldn't suggest that. Shout out the goat in the chat, by the way, Willian.
I guess I should ask Chex, how do we pronounce JYFRL? Is it just J?
I think you called it. I think you actually called it. It might actually just have to be. I mean, he hasn't been playing for real though. He's 5 and 8, but I mean, can't expect for everybody to be the best, right?
He's heating up. Double molly set up here in towards E-Box. One gets extinguished by that smoke grenade. Peppa up close. We'll take a swing from Useless. Whoa. All right. Looking away from the flashbang, I suppose. Neeks.
Sneakers. Oh. Thought he had that one. I thought he would have that one, but just too quick for it. Honestly, it might be opposite day. Jay for real is not for real. Useless is completely useful. And Foxtrot just having a hard time to really break into these rounds. They will have a gun by into the next one. A Def can get onto a FAMAS. Now, what about him on a 1v4?
All right.
Okay.
Good on you, Def.
Oh, ate that. Okay. Oh, ate that. There we go. My stuff was messing up. I don't know why. I'm starting to lose frames. I might need to verify my files now.
I think a Def is losing brain cells. I don't know what that HU was.
I don't know either.
1 on 3.
Question.
Looking for 3 in a row now. Or abominapple, and they've opened this half off in style. It has been very, very close rounds, though, so the economy for the CTs is yet to be built. They don't really have much in the bank. It's going to be a lot of buys this time around. And for Foxtrot, we'll see the AKs now start to flood in. Full belts utility. No op at the server here for the Ts just yet.
That should be a focus, honestly, especially with how impactful it could be towards that T-steps area. You kind of want to get on that early. And so that way it kind of limits a lot of the possibilities for the CTs to get aggressive and take these angles. Look at Useless already. He's already peeking into the canals with no remorse, and he might be getting a decent amount of damage if he could find it, but won't deuce anyways. There's going to be this double push, though, together. Peppers is here, though. The look away, but the flash kill. But it's only one. Jay for real. Now trying to prove me wrong here. And evens it up. 4v4.
You know, Useless is having a hell of a game here at 20-12, but not able to find the kill there that mattered, but a good trade from that CT side. What's been a good spot here? Niwi slipped the gap in towards camera. Just getting a little bit lost in the smoke, lost in the sauce. Now that opens up the opportunity for flips with the util coming in. Makes him turn his head for just a moment. Niwi snaps just at that time, and Duck now with the op towards camera. Gets smoked away, and Jay for real will match up with him.
Oh my god.
Let's take a walk in towards beach. Niwi.
What a demon.
The steps. Just everywhere you do not expect Niwi to be. They are here. They are lining it up and knocking Jay for real down, and just no calm on the next one. Alrighty then.
Who's getting him in?
Yeah, I'm just getting him in. Nice, Jaden.
Nice.
Nick, you
Good
want
job, Jaden. Good
There we go. Yeah, grab it.
Yeah, grab it.
Yes, grab it indeed. Grab it indeed. Again, I think that's just going to heat them up, but what a big play from Niwi. And that slip of the gap, oh man, and the look away just ends up being his demise. It may look good in basketball, but it does not look good in CS. Ooh, early aggression off the break. It's only pistols though, so it should be a cleanup here. Like a late night duty at a skyscraper, and you're the janitor just wiping up the mess. Should be clean up here for this Foxtrot team.
That wasn't an analogy. That was really good.
Thank you. But it should be easy for the Foxtrot team. I'm a little worried though that a Deft and Neeks are already down to like under 40. But they kind of secure myself a little more, as they will find those kills. And now the pistols just warrant to nothing. They're just going into the demise little by little, unless Flips might find Jesse. He's already around the corner though. We're good, right? Right, Ping? I think we're good.
Everything is fine.
Oh,
everything might not be fine. Flips finds Peppa in the back line. Jesse knife out, trying to take that gun away, and will be able to do so. So Foxtrot bring this thing back to within one. And
you see that everybody's at 40 HP and below after that?
Everyone took a beating.
Jesus. Sometimes the smallest guys in the group tend to be the most hurting, and that's what they were with the pistols. But fighting back into this lead is Foxtrot, trying to get back into it. They have one more to secure the tie here. And once again, it's going to be a B execute off the break and going in. But Jay for real's got the line. Only good for one, though. Now Yusa's got to make something for it, but he will go down with the ship. Niwi on the double on the entry. Bomb getting planted. A 4v3 advantage for Foxtrot as they look to tie this game. And that looked a little bit more confident for an execute. That's for sure.
Yeah, it's just when this Foxtrot roster starts to feel themselves and they just death ball it out onto a side. That is the best Foxtrot CS that we see. When they just know that they can do this. When they have the confidence to go out and find the picks like Niwi just did. And abominapple are going to save. Foxtrot will tie this thing back up. But just again, the rifling for Foxtrot slowly but surely is coming together here in the back end of the season.
Death trot.
Yeah.
Like, you know, when you trot your way to work, a death trot. Hell yeah.
That's what I'd call it.
Yeah. We're just gonna call it death trots from now on. We see this 5-man rush just death trotting into the B site. No, I'm kidding. It didn't work. My bad, chat.
Back to the drawing board.
Back to the drawing board.
It was that 3-player save there for abominapple, so they have a few rifles into this one. Or 2. And Wonton Wagon on the SMG. Foxtrot gonna find nobody home here. Knocking on A's door.
Wow. And this is an investment from abominapple too.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Goofy or execute. No one here.
thought you were gonna say region. I'm like, I'm not goofy.
Goofy region.
Indeed. But it should be much more easier for Foxtrot to secure this round. Another smoke just for good measure, and a dev could just hide here, but they will blow open the smoke. And a dev caught off guard for sure. But Jesse keeping it clean here towards his box position, a very great position. I love playing it myself if I can, but either way, it looks like the CTs are just gonna have to abort. They're just gonna have to leave this and allow for Foxtrot to get another round. The time's already ticking. 3 players already towards the A main to hold, and now comes the abort. So Foxtrot finally taking the lead here on Anubis.
I'm so sorry, Jesse. Yeah, let's get out.
Yeah. That was the worst timing ever, dude. I was like, oh, they start swinging towards you guys. Can we do that again? Can we just go 2 again?
You want to rush A again?
Yes.
Fuck yeah, let's do it. I'll do camera again, Jaden.
Actually, I want to hear a Dev's
You
explanation.
delayed A, and somebody dropped util for B.
Never mind, they're not going to explain it.
Nope.
Yeah, I don't know who just did that to a dev.
Dude, that was demonic. Like he was so confident. He's like, I'm gonna get this back flank. I'm gonna get this back flank, and then boom, nade into the smoke, and he gets instantly caught. Oh, just unfortunate events. Oh,
so they're running something that I like to call the Jesse special, and it's something that I've witnessed firsthand when playing in game. It's Jesse just goes B and throws a shit ton of utility and runs out and dies, and then you just go A.
Well, the only issue is that he didn't run out. He just died. And so it might actually just fail as a whole here because 2 players already down, 1 coming late. Niwi, will he be ready for this? Oh, the jiggle. Good jiggle there. And we'll stay alive for the time being. It will be a 3v5 defense for Foxtrot to try to secure 11. But with the numbers starting to accumulate towards this broken wall area, they're going to start filing in. A def trying to get some. But it's looking rough already. 1 down. Neeks will find one with the op. And now the utility is just going to barrage in, cover this position. They're just going to have to hope and pray that they do find the openings. There is a spray onto Niwi. He could have the chance, but the spray just not landing in the right spot. Duck will take care of him, and it will be tied all at double digits here.
They are not going down without a fight here. Abominapple saving the last couple of rounds.
The openings, there is a spray onto Niwi. He could have the chance, but the spray just not landing in the right spot. Duck will take care of him, and it will be tied all at double digits here.
They are not going rounds. Actually, 3 rounds consecutive of bombs exploding here for Foxtrot. Still got some fight in them yet. Good amount of utility and money in the pockets for the CT side. So if they want to make a run here late game, it's just to get late. It's not.
Definitely not. It's going to be more rough to do that towards that later stage, and then it just becomes the loss of the game right then and there. So got to keep it clean more often now. You can't be losing these men really early, but Duck already taking out a deft. Feel like he's been kind of the victim for most of these entries during this game. He goes down with the ship. Can they be able to recover those? A real question. It's looking a bit disorganized now from Foxtrot, but the avenue, Niwi actually pushing through that smoke. He has a good line now towards the middle.
And the Niwi's on a trip, and Wonton Wagon is looking to shut this one down. Shoulder spotted somehow. Niwi able to find that kill. What are you doing, useless? Okay, that's how you throw around in 20 seconds, ladies and gentlemen. Enjoy the show. As Abominapple capitulate there. Duck has found Jesse, however, so there is still a chance. When there's a will, there's a way, and when there's a Neeks, there's a dead Duck. Jay for real now. 1v2. With Niwi having a hell of a game. 23-14 up on the cards. Defuse comes through. Hang on a minute, guys. No. Okay. All right. Yeah. Good job, guys. Woo. Ugh.
Oh man, they just love giving us heart attacks, don't they? That was rough, but the nade will save it. It will pop them open, reveal the sneaky CT trying to defuse, and it will be 11 for Foxtrot. And as you can see, Abominapple going for the full buy here. They have enough money to do so, but they are currently down on the funds here. This could truly be the backbreaker onto Abominapple if Foxtrot can secure this.
Early aggressive pick for
Oh! Huh? Wait. Okay. What are we watching now?
yeah. Wanson able to find a kill here towards middle. Jesse as well back on the flips and looking to get aggressive up towards A main, but as well Niwi is still being a nuisance here towards mid. What the hell is going on? Niwi finds useless through the smoke. This is the goofiest round I have ever seen. And Jay for real, looking to play defense here on Jesse.
Oh my god, what is this round? What is this game? I'm so perplexed for Abominapple. I feel more for Abominapple than I do for Foxtrot right now, but good lord, that was the most wonkiest round I've ever seen in my life, and it might just get cleaned up. Oh, I say it was gonna get cleaned up at the off, but now running for the hills, Def though now has the line, and he will take it down 12 for Foxtrot.
Like, hey, man.
Yeah.
Nice.
Nice.
Hold on, guys.
Didn't react slow that time.
Good shit.
Stupid.
Take early main control. Jen, can you help Andy just hold on to B?
Yeah.
They do not realize just how silly that looked from our perspective, but
They're gonna watch the VOD and enjoy that one for a bit. That made no sense. I'm still baffled, but either way, Foxtrot now on match point. It feels like it's been a while that we ever said that for Foxtrot, but here we are. They have 2 chances to close it out, but they might just need the one, considering the firepower on Abominapple is not in the best state here. 4 MP9s and an AR here, and it's looking like a big chance for them to do so. Niwi with the opening, and Foxtrot might be able to close it out here. Just take a couple kills, and you see that aggression trying to happen on Duck. It's a 2-man setup here for A, but they will back up, take their time. There comes the re-aggress, and would Jesse be ready? Oh, no, he is not. Duck will take him out. Neek's coming into the second line, not ready for it, misses the shot. But it's looking rough for a little bit, but I think they got it. What do you think, Bing? I'm nervous.
I don't know.
nervous.
They're still trying to crack into this B site though, where Jay for real is putting in a defense here with the MP9 has been found. Def tries to go for the spray transfer, has to hit the reload, but switches the Glock instead. Sidearm is faster than reloading. After all, Def finds the headshot, flips and duck, last to stand here in dense for strong for this Foxtrot T side. Duck looking to work his way in here from E-Box. Flips on the long road to the streets of Anubis. Has found the headshot on Neeks. It's a Def that's gonna find flips, and Duck will burn. Peppa finds the final kill. 13 to 10. Foxtrot do not need overtime this time, Regent. They get it done in regulation.
Finally, I was gonna say clean win, but that was absolutely absurd of a game, honestly. But it's a win nonetheless. They can now start finally, absolutely absurd of a game. They can now start feeling confident. You know, it looked good on that T side. I feel like once the confidence started to build with the, I'm gonna still stick with it, death trots, it started to build up and start really building up that winning recipe to then take that in. And you know, it was just difficult for Abominapple to really just contain that death trot all over B side and A side. It had to come with some wonkiness, but it did work out for the Foxtrot squad.
Yeah, and as Sphinxy just said in chat, that was a very fun game to watch. I mean, that game had a little bit of everything. It had that Foxtrot silliness. We had those like heart attack moments. But at the end of the day, it's the first Foxtrot win here in a little bit, and we didn't even have to go to overtime. We didn't have to stress about that one. We didn't see too many shenanigans. And I mean, the first showing for Peppa, I don't think that he really had the impact that he would have wanted. here in this opening game, 9-18. But
Yeah.
I mean, Foxtrot, they get it done and they have something to build off of here. We did see some learning moments from them in this game, even still. You think of that adept walk out there in the early retake situations, but you know, it's a good team win there for Foxtrot. And you know, they win another game, adept.
Yeah, no, I agree. I think they're gonna feel much better, especially with that. You know, it's gonna take a lot for a team to just experience loss after loss after loss. So finally, a change of pace, and what a good change of pace for sure for Foxtrot. And like you said, there were a lot of good things to take away from that. I'm very sure that they will look back at this, especially that one round, and will kind of articulate what this game was, but they will articulate it to the win, and it looked good doing so. And, you know, 1-1 now on Anubis, looking to keep that streak going now onto the win column.
Sure are. And in just a few moments, we're going to get a chance to speak with one of these players. Shout out to Adef's mother in the chat, because in just a moment, we'll be chatting it up here with Adef. So don't go anywhere. We'll set this up. We'll be right back with you. Hey there, this is Invisible Willie N here with the interview segment. Everything is a little bit scuffed tonight. Dev, welcome to the stream. Another win here for Foxtrot, and one that you guys won in regulation. It looked a little bit more comfortable. What do you think about that game there?
It's nice not to go to overtime. I feel like anytime I play Nuke ever, it's an overtime game. So something that's a little bit more comfortable. I feel like we all kind of meshed well. I think, like, going into it, everything felt very good. We were very confident going into this game. So I think it showed in the server by the way we took our duels and played together.
Agreed, and congrats on the win to Deft as well from
Thank you.
my part as well. One thing I wanted to note: Peppa Plays being a part of your roster. How has he kind of been able to mesh with the squad? Like, is there something that he provides specifically that's the most beneficial, whether it's tactics or just vibes in general?
He's a really good vibes guy. Like definitely, like you guys highlighted, the performance in the server wasn't great, but what he did is he found a way to still have impact in the rounds. You can be an impact player without being a top frag, without performing the way that you want. He was there for util support. He was a mental head going into it. Like he just kept us calm. He never seemed to waver from his confidence, even though the kills were lacking, but he made up for it elsewhere.
One of the last rounds of the game there was a road that you guys ran through a mid smoke where there was an opper going for a stairs pick, and then you're gonna have to watch this round back, Adept, like all of you as a group, because that was the funniest round I've ever seen in my life. Three of you run by the opper. He misses his shot on the stairs guy. No one reacts to him for the first few seconds. What was going on in the comms there in that round?
I think I was the guy stairs and he missed me, and by the time I could say he's behind you, he no-scoped someone in the smoke, and it just became so hectic. Like our comms surprisingly weren't surprisingly like all over the place. Just the round was weird. It's one of those rounds that like you feel like you experience in a pug, but just having it in an actual match is just it's very wonky.
No, yeah, I can agree. I feel like a lot of times there will be those moments where you can't really just dictate what the round goes like, and sometimes it just has to be that audible. Just run it run it amok as it is. And so one thing I did want to know as well is that I know you guys have been kind of going through a role change in terms of like, especially with who's the opera of the team and how. I kind of want to ask, how has that been going? I feel like in most cases, it's kind of just been like whoever has it, whoever has the opportunity does it. Is that truly what it's like? Or is there just a little more structure behind who's opting for the team?
There's definitely a bit more structure. Going into it like this season, I hadn't been playing full time in a while, and it's definitely been a while since I opt. Most recently, I've been rifling before I switched into, subbing and coaching different rosters. So this is definitely a more comfortable role for me. I used to op a lot, but obviously, like as the years have gone, I definitely don't have the impact for like this set of a roster. I'm definitely more of a support opper, where this team with the firepower, like we have good rifle firepower. We definitely need an opening op, where like Nick definitely has that, brain to be able to go take the aggro picks and like have impact with it. You'll definitely see going down the line if I feel that like I'm noticing something where I can go have impact with it. We'll either pick up a second, or for a round or two we could switch off. But Nick is definitely the opper going forward, and will like be way more. This should be light by the way.
Expect MP9 soon.
I heard bridge.
Bridge behind you guys, in the smoke.
Oh,
Yes.
Okay, well, there's the answer to my question. The grandpa's been retired off the op, but I think that you guys look a lot better in your kind of more pack rifle setups. But a win, and looking forward, you guys have best of threes starting tomorrow with Crossfire League. How are you guys feeling going into a best of three? Because these BO1s, they're a very volatile style of CS. Sometimes people aren't warmed up correctly. Sometimes, something's just not right on one of these maps, but you go into a BO3 series, you at least have the chance to play 2 maps in a row. So how confident are you guys feeling going into that kind of what I think you described as a group of death?
See, like I like BO3s, especially in 2, because like MR12 is so fast for BO1s that people, like you said, don't really get time to warm up. You'll definitely see like in our scrims by our second scrim, everyone has warmed up and everyone's like to their max capabilities. So best of threes, in my opinion, I'm really excited for it, especially playing an official against an advanced team. Like, we have nothing to lose. Like, our group, in my opinion, has the most, like, it's a stacked group. But, like, you have ECL teams in other groups, but we have two solid advanced teams, us, and I think the other team's a main team. So it's like, we are definitely the underdog going into it, so it gives us a lot of confidence because we have nothing to lose. We can go 0-2 every single match, and people can look at it and be like, "Oh, that's expected." Or we could come out, take a map on an advanced team, give more confidence to us going forward as well. This will definitely add a lot going into the rest of the ESCA season as well, because officials are good either way that you're playing them.
Yeah, it's a good
Couldn't agree
wrinkle
more.
to
Yeah.
add into the system of the season. But Adept, anything that you want to say to the masses here on the Foxtrot stream?
We all appreciate your support. You guys showing up and showing out. I don't know exactly the numbers that the stream did, but I know there's a lot of loyal people that watch our games, through the tough losses, through our ancient stretch where I know not everyone was enjoying watching it, but still showing up and supporting. We all appreciate it. I know all the guys are really excited to be playing under Foxtrot and being, playing in front of everyone. So keep showing out, and I'm excited to see you guys Friday.
Well, thank you, Adaft, for coming out. We'll see more of you guys tomorrow night, so it's not as long as a wait as it usually is, Region, but my camera's still not on. What is
Still struggling.
Everything's breaking for me tonight, guys. I don't know what
Yeah,
video is.
verification of game files in the beginning. Now your camera won't work. You were Willie in for a subtle segment.
Yeah, that felt weird.
But you know what? If that's what it takes for Foxtrot to win, then should we really complain? But no, that said, it was a great win, and talking to Adept kind of gave a lot of the answers that we were really looking for, seeing that there is a lot of confidence now building up from the team, whether it is from these different changes, whether it is a new player on the roster. It's looking a little bit more hopeful going down towards the latter end of the season, and especially like you mentioned, that Crossfire tournament happening on Friday tomorrow. I think that's going to help a lot. Oh, what the heck? I think that's going to help a lot of. That's going to be able to help a lot of understanding what the Kings are like, using some of their maps in their favor if they want to practice them a little more. I think it will play a lot of benefits going down towards the latter end of the season.
Yeah, well, we'll see how these best of threes work out for them tomorrow. I think it's 9:30. I could be completely wrong about this. 9:30 EST tomorrow night. Not sure who's going to be covering it, but we will have a feed up for you guys here in the chat. Thank you once again for coming out. Regent, thanks for joining me. We'll be back here tomorrow night, 9:30 EST, normal time, for some more Counter-Strike action. So thank you again, everybody. We'll see you tomorrow.
How's it going? My name's Willie N. Been told you haven't been too hydrated lately, and that's just not chill. Do you want to know how I stay hydrated throughout the day and doing casting? It's none other than BioSteel. BioSteel comes in this nice recyclable container, comes in a bunch of different flavors. Me, I'm drinking pink lemonade right now. It's delicious. So what are you doing? Stop being dehydrated. Go to BioSteel, get you some BioSteel, use code FoxtrotGG at your checkout, and you get a discount. Buy BioSteel and do better.